Bell State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Florida International Panthers taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. Ball's out. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turn.
Offense working from the pistol. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Running with power. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Lining up for the PAT. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Nice move to keep running. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack. All of a sudden, two guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they... Welcome to Jacksonville, Alabama, a hidden gem a few miles from the border of Georgia and home to the Gamecocks of Jacksonville State, where these fans are fired up for this showdown about to play out on Burgess Snow Field. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Florida International Panthers taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got him and nobody's close. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
What a way to start this game offensively. You find the matchup you like, you put it in his hands, and he does the rest. The defense looks like they were sleepwalking out there to start this game. One play, they go the distance to score a touchdown. This defense better wake up.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. Gonna run it. It's Lawrence.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll put it in play from the 27. First down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Panthers are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
On second down, looking again to throw. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. For jet sweep pass. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. FIU will line up the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. What a snag by the defense. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Taking it the other way. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Panthers. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Takes the handoff. It's Stewart. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and put the lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Huff. Going to try to get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. This guy can throw it. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Lewis. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to run for it. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He'll toss it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. Jacksonville State 14, Florida International 7.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. FIU pushing tempo. To the air. It's Jenkins. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
FIU trying to pick up the first. It's 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Fires one high and deep. It's caught. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. with the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Now the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with the field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here. And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, baby.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw, it's Huff. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Caught behind the line. It's Stewart. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the ground.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead's extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. Release to the back. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the play and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Panthers moving quickly to the line. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Nice move to keep running. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets to 1st down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
Want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a
catch inside the 30 and still running. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
FIU set up with another first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback keeps it on the sneak.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one Farmer.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, it can pay it off, so let's not overthink it. Let's just go quarterback sneak. Let's just let our guy get low, pick the side he wants to run to, drive his legs in for the touchdown.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, Florida International, 14.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead down.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Huff. Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They're going to run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Jenkins. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
21.
On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
He's going to pass on second down. It's complete to the left. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Jacksonville State 24, Florida International 21.
Trying to pick up a first down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The back goes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And that's a really good job on the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Give to the back. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. Looking to throw, it's Huff. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You gotta love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play, they hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're gonna be pinning their ears back.
He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Now, a fourth down.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Here we go. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
They want that clock to run. Oh, no, the ball popped out. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. There he goes down the right side. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, FIU. The defense with the scoop and score. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
You just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air, it's Huff. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll leave it with him. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Good enough for first down.
Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, they are fortunate to get that fumble back, but the clock is still ticking, and they've got to go and go now. He's looking for an open man on second down. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Trying to take it back. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
The Florida International offense is back on the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive and trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Direct snap. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
That's now the 2nd missed field goal for this guy. You have to wonder if the weather is playing a bit of a factor. Not easy to kick in these kind of conditions with all this rain.
He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Dropping back, it's Huff. Swings it out to the flat. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd down, going up top. He looks that one in nicely. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
And first down for the offense.
Yankee Blue! Yankee Blue!
Out of the gun to give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Touchdown, Jacksonville State! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Fires left. It's complete. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Florida International.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He wants to throw. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create